Do 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 do. Put some like background music on or something. Yeah, let's do that. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, guys? Y'all can hear me all right? Kobe. Always got Kobe, man. Always got Kobe, yo. I love you guys too. What up, Lewis? The Sage mode. You got Sage mode. I don't know how crazy the delay is or not, but yeah. Can't hear me? Man, you kidding? I was about to say. I was like, I know I have all my settings right, and I'm checking anyway. What's up, y'all? What's up? Everyone's coming in. All right. What the hell is it? Oh yeah, background music, right? I'm gonna put some like. Let me see what comes up on my feed. Any of the low-fi Wi-Fi, or not Wi-Fi? What? I was right the first time. Low-fi radios. All right. How about this? Wait till the ad goes by. Ooh, that's Darling in the Franks ad. That's actually good. I saw episode 1. Alright. Now we're chilling. What is up, cutie pie? Alright. Nope, I am not going to Combo Breaker. I have no monies. Which is funny you ask, because I wasn't even going to bring up DreamHack Austin until someone asked me what DHA 2018 stood for. But I guess that kind of relates. But yeah, no, I'm not going to Combo Breaker. It was like something that was like kind of like, it would have been way too much, since I'm also trying to go to this other event that's next weekend, but it's not happening just because it's just not happening because, like, again, too many events, too much money. I don't make enough out of my day job and any of the other stuff that I have going on right now with like Twitch and YouTube and stuff like that. So excuse me, it ain't happening, unfortunately. I would have loved it to, but it is what it is. I am going to CEO. That's confirmed. What's going on, guys? All right. So the point of this week, the point of this episode is I obviously wanted to do Anime Weekly Roundup because your boy has not had a set schedule for this John yet. I always run into too many other things. Actually, I was actually just editing a new video, but I stopped it altogether because I was like, I don't like it. I have to redo it. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. Try to like get my thoughts like, straight out so that it makes sense. So I'm not like bouncing all over the place, and it was just a mess. What the video was I was actually doing a video about Shinki. I mentioned it on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, please go ahead and do so, at Uchi Games. And I was talking about Shinki and how much I love this character. I want to know so much more about Shinki and where he's from and all this stuff. And like I had a theory and I had a room. Well, I didn't have a rumor, but I had a theory and I was speculating on like where he could have came from originally before Gara found him. Oh, hi, Petey. Come here. It's my dog. What are you doing? You opening my door? I see you. Hi. Can you see him? Yeah. What you doing, Bubba? What's up? Were you lonely out there? Yeah. Alright, you can stay. If you sit. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah, sit down. We're talking about anime. Go ahead, sit. You're chilling. Alright. So basically, so what I was saying was, I was trying to get my points across and like thinking about like where he came from and all that kind of stuff. But in the middle of me editing, I realized that I had a plot hole in my own video, which I was just like, I cannot release this because like I'm not trying to get flamed, or I'm not trying to like get like bashed for like saying a bunch of things that don't really make sense. So rather than just give you guys crap, I decided to pull back on it and just, do it the right way the first time. Oh, is my CPU going nuts? Can you guys hear me okay? Is everything cool? Cause it was like hella glitchy, I noticed, and then my CPU was like, oh, going through some high usage. Sorry about that. If it was like, out of whack. But yeah, so as I was saying, I hope everything's okay now. Everything's straight. But yeah, I wasn't trying to get debunked. That's actually a good way to put it. Basically, since I know I like to keep my my streams very like, cause I like to make them special only because like I like to talk to you guys about what's going on, about what I'm doing, and like since you guys took the time out of your day to pretty much like come through and see what I wanted to share with you, I can talk to you guys about what I am going to be releasing pretty soon. So basically where I stopped myself, right, was I realized one of my points I tried to make is that Shinki had an interest in Mitsuki. And when I remembered that, I remembered it the wrong way. I initially thought that he approached him in the sense that he already like knew his name, like outside of like everyone else. And when I watched it back, I was like, he said the way he acted the way that he acted towards Mitsuki because he's fighting him next or pretty soon, like in that tournament. So I was just like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't. So that's why I decided to pull back, because I was like, okay, like, because what I was getting at was like, okay, like why would he approach Mitsuki in that way? But I realized I'm like, it's because he's gonna fight him soon. Like, duh. I appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you. I'll be like looking back and forth at comments because, what's it called? Like, I do want to get my points out, and then like obviously like you guys know I love interacting with you guys, so I'll definitely take questions like after I make like points and stuff like that. So yeah, and so what I was getting at was like Mitsuki and Shinki, right? Like, why would he blah blah blah? I realized, okay, he's saying that because he's gonna fight him soon. But originally I was like, oh, why would he approach him like that if he didn't know about him? Like, no one really knows about Mitsuki, because Mitsuki's like kind of like a mystery to a lot of them. Like, no one really knows that he is a son of Orochimaru right now. So my thing was, what if Shinki was one of Orochimaru's old like test subjects, or he was created, or Orochimaru had experimented with him at a very young age and that's why he's so strong and blah blah blah. Because also thinking about Mitsuki's like background as we know it so far, we don't know about his real life biological parents. All we know is, even if you look him up, there's no data on him. There's no like background check on Mitsuki outside of what we already know at face value. And at face value, all his relatives are adoptive this, adoptive that. You know, like his adoptive mom, no, not even mom, father, grandmother, grandfather, great uncle, uncle, auntie, and cousin are all characters that we already know about, which is Gaara's dad, the fourth Kazekage, Gaara's mama, who died when she gave birth to him, Gaara's uncle, who was the brother of his mom, who tried to kill him, for those I forgot, Tamari, Kankuro, and Shikadai. They're actually technically cousins if you think about it. So that's basically what that's basically what, you know, what you'll find if you look up Shinki online right now. So I'm just like, well, I can't really use this as evidence because of the simple fact that it wasn't in the context that I thought it was in. So that's why I have to pretty much reapproach this video that I'm trying to make about Shinki, because I'm very interested in Shinki. Shinki's probably going to be like one of my newest favorite characters in all of the Naruto Boruto universe. He's very similar and much like Gaara in a sense, but he's a little bit more I don't want to say well, he is different, but I don't want to say advanced either. Only because they were brought up differently. Gaara went through some things that Shinki, I mean, we don't know what Shinki went through. Like, we literally only have seen him in the middle of his own sandstorm that Gaara walked into to embrace him, to let him know that it was okay and that he was going to adopt him as his own son, or just take him in under his wing in general, leading into this adoption that happened. So let me know what you guys think about that before I go into my next discussion point. I'm just going to let my dog out really fast. You want to go? I know. Do you remember the episode when they showed Sasuke traveling through dimensions? It showed a lava and ice dimension, so I'm thinking maybe Kawaki has lava style and Boruto has ice style. I don't really think, I do remember that scene, but I don't really think that's gonna have play a point. Boruto already has like lightning and wind, and he actually might also have no. He might have water. I totally forget. He actually might have water, but I know he definitely has lightning. He definitely has wind. I don't think he'll have ice nature. I don't think. But I mean, I could be totally wrong. They could change up anything on the fly. So yeah. You guys agree with me? Sweet. That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's good that I'm able to catch myself before putting out a false informative video about a character that we don't really know. And that's the thing. Making videos about characters that we don't really know much about is kind of risky, because obviously, like, I could be wrong. Anybody could be wrong based on what little we know and based on any kind of speculation that you can pull from. Like, just with that little interaction that he had with Mitsuki, I already went and thought the wrong thing, but thankfully I caught myself. So you guys won't see that or hear that whenever I decide to go back and re-record what I was trying to make originally. It's just more along the lines of, like, you know, Shinki, this is Shinki, this is where he's from, this is what we know, and this is what we think, and this is what I want to know. So that's probably the kind of video you guys can expect to see. Similar to how I did a video about Shiroi. I don't know if anyone remembers the character Shiroi, but she was one of, I refer to her as the doll chick. She was a character that was shown off in early episodes of Boruto, and she was the one character. She wore like purple and black. She had long hair. She was very quiet, very to herself, and she utilized the doll, which had me thinking, like, oh, this is like the first Kunoichi we're seeing in the Leaf Village use some kind of puppet jutsu, like a being like a puppeteer. But then I don't really remember if someone told me this or I read this somewhere, that that's not a form of using like a puppet or being a puppeteer. That's like something completely different. So but yeah, it's a similar video to that. You guys can go back and look at check out that video if you haven't already. I don't remember what I called it, because I don't know if I used her name in the title, but you guys can definitely go back and try to search for it. You'll see her in the thumbnail. Or I saying like, who is the doll chick or something like that. You could probably search that up. So that's pretty much all I wanted to really talk about Boruto. Aside from just the obvious that they are clearly like doing a Dragon Ball Super with how they're doing the anime version versus the movie version, except in Dragon Ball's case, it's like the movie, the manga, and the anime up to a certain point, because we've only had 2 movies for Z that had super retconning, if you will. Or I wouldn't even say retconning, but they just handle it differently, and they just emphasized more things with the anime, because obviously you have more time and more things to spread around. With the movie, you're set to a set like time frame, and as far as like length and duration is what I'm referring to. And manga, obviously, you know, it's its own thing, obviously, and they have their own set, like how they want to portray things or say things or explain things. So yeah, so that's that with Shinki. But as far as like, you know, how the Chunin exam is going, it's obviously it's going a lot different. We're still in the fighting sequences, whereas in the movie they sped through a lot of, like, most of the fights, and they got right to the point. And spoiler warning if you haven't seen the movie, but if you watch it, or if you haven't, or if you have watched it, you'll know that there's a part where Boruto fights Shikudai, and that's where Naruto catches Boruto using the mechanism. I forget what it's called, but it's like the ninja tool that gives him like all these extra like jutsus and abilities and all this kind of stuff that he doesn't already have, right? And that didn't happen in the anime. So I'm just like, okay, so they're doing it differently this time. Who knows if he actually will get caught. I hope he does, because that's like a really big part in the movie, because Naruto like straight up like low-key disowns Boruto because he's that like ashamed of his son. Like I can't believe you actually cheated in front of everybody. Like, you're not a ninja anymore. Yeet. Yeet. Like, he just took his headband, ripped that John off, and then that kind of set the tone of the rest of the film, because then shortly then after, what happens? They get ambushed. So that's like the next big part that's supposed to take place. I don't think it's gonna happen next episode. It might not happen for another like 2 or 3, to be completely honest with you guys. So yeah, that's Boruto. I didn't know who said it, but I noticed someone asked me about if I'm gonna talk about My Hero Academia, and I definitely will. Yeah. Let's see. I know that I for sure wanted to go over Boruto, Black Clover, and Super Dragon Ball Heroes, because Super Dragon Ball Heroes is hot. But yeah, I'll definitely talk about some My Hero Academia for you guys, because that's obviously something that I've been doing every week on the channel. So, sorry. So yeah, Boruto. That's this week in Boruto right now. Definitely interested in Shiki, and I'm looking forward to how they keep developing the Chunin exam arc that they're in right now. I'm just gonna like kind of skim through and scroll through a bunch of what you guys have been saying thus far. Kind of just shout out some answers. I see some agreeing. Let's see. Knowing who's gonna be animating Dragon Ball Heroes. Okay, we'll talk about Dragon Ball Heroes later. Barney. Barney would win. Heroes anime. Yep. Alright, yeah. I see. Hey, I know you guys want to talk about Dragon Ball Heroes. Alright, we're definitely gonna talk about Dragon Ball Heroes, don't you worry. Chris Scout, hey, welcome, dude. No worries, no worries. Do I read the manga? Do I read manga? I do. I actually segue into My Hero Academia. I have actually been keeping my word, and I've been actually actively reading chapters of My Hero Academia, trying to catch up to the latest one being 182 or 183 at this point. And I am at like 123. So I'm getting there. I'm like 60 chapters away, roughly. I'm hoping that since I'm home for the weekend and outside of this video and streaming that I have planned for myself, I do want to make another few dents in the manga of My Hero Academia so I could get caught up with that and then slowly try to catch up with everything else that I'm not currently caught up with, like Black Clover, like Attack on Titan. Other things that I am currently caught up with manga-wise are Boruto, Dragon Ball Super, and Berserk. Let me check my list just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah. Those are only 5 things I'm actively reading. But Berserk is on hold, so there is no Berserk right now, and yeah. So I guess I could just put that on hold so it's not like showing on my reading list because it's on hold right now. How do I... Wait, what? That's weird. It's not letting me like... Oh, okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's see. Yeah. I try to get into the manga, but I hate the books. So you're like my brother. You like Brother Ooch. Brother Ooch is stubborn as hell. He don't like nothing with text. It's like a chore enough for him to just watch anime in Japanese, but he's gotten so grown. Well, he's grown so much into watching anime at this point that reading subtitles is okay, but like reading pictures, you know, like he's like, I need action. That's actually how he'll say it. Oh, dude, Boruto freaking chapter 22. Okay, I'm glad you brought that up, Dylan, because let me tell you something. Like I'm doing a video about Shinki, I'm doing a video on Kashi and Koji. Jiraiya. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely be doing a video on Kashi and Koji as well. Okay, now it's getting hot in my room. Okay. Don't worry, I didn't cut my hair or anything like that. But I have like the AC is on like super high, which never happens in my house. It's normally like either hot or what. But all right, let's talk about Black Clover real fast. So Black Clover is a show that I have been advocating hella hard ever since it started. This is a show that I have been keeping up with. Well, I started to keep up with it even during the time when it was brand new manga, okay? So, and I want to also emphasize that Black Clover basically was brand new around the same time as My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia, when that first started years ago in the manga, right? In Shonen Jump, every week, right? It was probably like a few months later Black Clover started. So, for those that didn't already know, and I'm not hating on you if you didn't know, but what I'm trying to say is that if you might have been one of those people that said Black Clover copies from a lot of things, especially My Hero Academia, you're wrong. Because how's that possible? They literally, they're like a few months apart. So it's really hard to, you know, accuse another artist to copy an artist or a mangaka that's like literally like actively doing something like along the same like time frame as you are. So I mean, yeah, Black Clover does share a lot of similarities with a lot of other shonen shows, but what shonen show doesn't have a lot of similarities amongst each other? You know, it's just the narrative, the themes that shonen anime and manga present to us as readers and viewers. There's always gonna be young protagonists. There's always gonna be friends. There's always gonna be betrayals. There's always gonna be team ups. There's always going to be like retribution, revenge. There's always going to be somebody that they look up to, or several people that they look up to. There's always going to be a tournament. There's always going to be like power-ups and stuff like that. That is what shonen is. That is what shonen anime and manga are. And for those that like, and if you like heavily accuse Black Clover or any show at that, for that matter, at like, oh, it's too much like this, it's too much like that, it's a ripoff, it's a copy. You're cutting it too much slack, or you're not giving it the proper like attention, and like, you know, you're not giving it the proper time to really develop and grow. And you know, just pointing the fingers is not, you know, it's not good for anybody, you know. Because that just causes a lot of like unwavering feelings and vibes amongst each other. Like, because we're an anime community at the end of the day, and like everyone watches different stuff, man. There's a bunch of stuff that I've never even seen. There's some stuff that I've seen that maybe other people haven't. But you just gotta, you know, be wary of that, and then kind of like approach it from there. Like, for example, I have never watched or read One Piece, right? And as a big shonen guy that I am, you would expect a dude like me would definitely have been keeping up with One Piece. But truth be told, when I was young, I used to hate on it for the dumbest reasons. But now that I'm older, I have no reason to hate on One Piece. I actually respect One Piece. First of all, I think Oda's wildin'. I think he's crazy because Bleach is over, Naruto's over, his ass is still going. I don't know what's wrong with Oda, but he don't want to end One Piece anytime soon. I mean, I guess I can understand why. He's like, One Piece is like still like one of the best selling mangas out there right now. So, I mean, hey. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Black Clover, if you haven't given it a chance, please do. It's getting very, very, very good. There's a lot of things in the show that I love, and there's a lot of things that I think are funny but are very strange at the same time. Like the Black Bulls are literally a team full of misfits that all have something extremely unique or wild or crazy or awesome about them, and that is why they are who they are. However, Gauche is on my ish list, if you feel what I'm saying, because his weird part to him is not okay with me. It don't sit well. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then let me just educate you really fast, okay? In any anime or manga, if a character has a nosebleed, like for example, let's say Jiraiya. Oh. Jiraiya sees some hot girls. They're thick. Nice big old melons and a nice freaking booty in the back, right? And he sees them and he just like in any show, nosebleed, right? Basically, what a nosebleed in an anime or manga is it's a symbol, or I don't know if a symbol is the right way to put it, but it is basically a visual way to say that their blood is rushing. So in real life, if you were to see said attractive, whatever you're attracted to, right, in an actuality, you get excited, right? You get like turned on. What happens if you're male and the blood is flowing? Do you see what's happening? Okay, the blood is flowing. So in anime and manga, they're not gonna, unless it's like a freaking hentai or something, they're not gonna literally have the camera pan to the man's John, okay? Like, they're not gonna show his piece, all right? They're gonna freaking do it in another way. They're gonna do it so like you can visually see it. So in this case, they just have the nosebleeds because the blood is rushing, and while they just have the blood rushing up and out. So that is exactly what. And Gauche has he has nosebleeds over his little sister. And I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that because it's just it's wrong. It's like what? That's your sister. Like that's man. Like I don't want to talk about it too much, but like every time, watch any of my reactions to Black Clover, and if this man is in there talking about Mary, I'm done. Like, I'm actually sick, bro. Like, I'm so done with Gauche. Gauche is, and like, you know what's crazy? Like, he got skill. He's a really good, like, magic knight. He has, like, his mirror mage stuff or whatever is godlike. But it's, yeah, see? Like, for those that didn't know, like, that's real. I point that out in every reaction that I do, that he pulls that stuff in. And I'm like, I'm not about it. I'm like, my guy, like, that is your sister. Like, I'd understand if that was, like, over some girl that you were just attracted to and she, like, touched your arm and you just had a moment. Like, okay, that's funny. That makes sense. But if it's your freaking sister, she's probably, like, no more than 7 years old. Like, he plays the role of almost, like, he acts like the overprotective parent, but he's only her older brother. And he has nosebleeds. Nosebleeds. Enough about Gauche. Black Clover, Asta, godlike. He like, I'm telling you right now, Asta is gonna be one of those characters that if you don't love him now, you will love him later. You will learn to love him. Alright? See, and Belle, I'm glad you said that. Don't worry, Gauche doesn't actually think of Mary like that, but yeah, it's weird. And that's the problem I have, okay? Like, I really hope that he never thinks of his sister like that, because by God forbid, I hope that this never happens. If Black Clover ever sees a time skip and they go well into the future of Black Clover and they show everyone all grown up in their 20s, late 20s, whatever, and Mary is going to get older too, and you know, she's an anime character and she's a female, so she might develop, okay? The nosebleeds better stop, because I'm telling you right now, if Black Clover starts to get weird in the Gauche realm, show better get canceled. It's gonna be freaking Gauche's fault, alright? But yeah, Black Clover is hella good. I actually have volume 1 right here. This is volume 1 right here. I've actually had this for... Actually, I bought this when it first came out. I don't know how many volumes they have right now, but there's a bunch. And yeah, and that's I just felt like showing that off because I had it right next to me. So, like I said, after I catch up with My Hero Academia, Black Clover is what I'm gonna go right back into to catch up with as well. So, so yeah, that's pretty much all about Black Clover. Black Clover discussion was kind of short, only because like, they're in the middle of a pretty big fight right now. Well, the fight kind of ended. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, well, the Iron Chain, like, Knights, I think is what the group is called. The person that took out Fuego Leon just appeared. So I don't remember this part. Like this is like part of what I read up to in the manga. I don't remember if they fight that person or they just like escape after that, like villains normally do. There's 16 volumes of Black Clover. That's crazy. Alright. Tonari took Hinata to have a child that's... Wait. Tonari took Hinata to have a child that's manifest 2 Jogans to end the Otsuki Clan evil ways, which is why Boruto will go rogue and join the... Is that your theory? Because that's a wild theory. That's crazy. You've seen some manga pages that look brutal? Oh, yeah. Yeah, once I catch up with My Hero Academia and Black Clover, I'll be good. And then I gotta do Attack on Titan, because Attack on Titan is like one of my favorite ones as well. So, alright. And then finally, last but not least, well, not last but not least, because we still got we'll talk about My Hero Academia a little bit. Actually, no, you know, I'll talk about My Hero Academia right now, because My Hero Academia is getting very, very, very good. And since I have already mentioned that I'm reading the manga right now, I'm at chapter 123, so I'm like not well ahead, but I'm pretty much far enough ahead of where they're going to with the anime, because I think the anime is only going to be like 23 to 25 episodes this season, which is good, because a lot of times seasons won't last. They'll only probably get like 13 episodes. I think like season 1 only got 13 episodes, so Yeah, My Hero Academia is awesome. I love it a lot. I think Bakugo's wildin', like always, and they're gonna be saving him soon, right? Yeah, yeah. New episode comes out tomorrow, so expect a reaction, obviously. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta do a reaction for that tomorrow. Okay, yeah. Cause I was just thinking like, oh, I was gonna plan on doing like the re-recording of the Shinky video, but that's not gonna happen if I have to do My Hero Academia tomorrow. So okay, well, it is what it is. Maybe Sunday. Shinky is definitely not Kawaki. I can confirm you that much. No spoiler discussion. Because again, I'm not caught up with everything that's been happening in My Hero Academia, and Boruto, or Black Clover, I should say. I am caught up with Boruto and Dragon Ball Super. So yeah. Anything you guys want to know from me as far as like what I think about certain people in My Hero Academia, or what part I've read up to in My Hero Academia, before I move on to the final portion of this live stream with a Super Dragon Ball Heroes. That's my theory, Uchin. After they finish the Otsutsuki clan, Kawaki will turn. Interesting. I know there's a little bit of a delay within the stream. So yeah. If there's anything you guys want to know, just let me know. I don't know why I'm holding my remote right now. Like, I'm just like fidgeting. Open up a thing of fruit snacks. Also, Cloud Nation. Were you surprised about the big change in Boruto when Naruto didn't find out? Yeah, like, so like when I was reacting to it live, like I was just like I actually cut out the part where I was like what? Like, cause I didn't want the video itself to seem like too random. Like I like being very linear, in my reactions, cause like, you know, again, it takes me hours and hours and hours to edit these videos for you guys. So I didn't want to like put too much in there that didn't make sense. But yeah, like I was like, okay, they're definitely taking it in a different direction then, because that's the part where Naruto, I was like questioning myself. I was like, did he? I'm sure he. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild. Who's my favorite waifu in My Hero Academia? They're all young, so I have no favorite waifu in My Hero Academia. I know everyone likes Suyu. Everyone likes Toga, the new League of Villains chick. I don't like crazy girls, guys. I don't think that's a turn on. I think, like, what is so attractive about a girl stabbing you? Like that. I'm not trying to get stabbed. Like what? But yeah, they're all teenagers. So I don't got no favorites. Waifus. There's no waifus. They're kids. Who is the main female protagonist in My Hero Academia? It's probably what's her face? The gravity chick. I forget her name. Wow. What the hell is her name? I picture her. Oh, Uraraka. That's it. She's probably the main female. Gil goes, do you read Dragon Ball Super manga? What do you think of the difference? Okay, yeah, I do. Number one, I do read the manga. I think it's awesome. I think I love the differences, and I actually, that's one of the things I look forward to reading about Super the most, is I want to see like, oh, like what do they change? I love how it's so faster paced, and they're getting to like better main points of the Tournament of Power, and they're paying less attention to other like moments that happened, and altogether changing characters. Like Riberan is irrelevant in the manga. It's crazy. It's like they took all the feedback from everybody hating on Riberan the anime, and they're just like, you know what? We're not even gonna pay any attention to manga. Go ahead, Toyotaro, do your thing. That's crazy. Sarada vs Boruto right now, no ninja tech. What do you mean by no ninja tech? Cause like that's like a weird question. Cause like, if ninja tech as in like their jutsu and abilities, then like that's, I don't know, like that's weird. That's like saying that's like saying like putting two boxers in a ring, no fighting, who wins? Like that's crazy. I want to see what Boruto's eye is. That's a good question. At the end of what's currently going on, so like when they're fighting the Otsutsukis, trying to get back Naruto, that's when we'll see it again. React to Anime War. I was thinking about it. I did it as a Christmas gift. Episode 1 is on my channel. I did it for y'all. Haven't talked about Megalobox. I didn't watch this week's episode, so I still have to do that. I haven't been reading the Black Clover manga, unfortunately, right now. I want to, after I catch up with My Hero Academia manga first. Oh, without the scientific ninja tool? Okay. See, Sarada really isn't as developed as she will be. She has her mother's strength, and she got the Sharingan, but her Sharingan isn't like, you know, like it's not like she got like what, 2 tomos in her eye? It's not even fully developed yet. She might even have 1. I don't even remember. Boruto has a lot more to him. I think it'll be pretty evenly matched. Yeah, because like, yeah, well, because if you were to tell me, because there's 2 versions of right now. There's right now in the manga, and then there's right now in the anime. In the manga, he's done and shown off way more jutsu than he's done in the anime right now. So, I'm just saying, if it was right now manga, I would say Boruto. If it's right now anime, Sarada has a better chance. Yep, I didn't know that, Cloud. I did know that. Mercenary, yes. I've been reacting to every new episode that comes out. Alright, so let's talk about what everyone wants to hear. Everyone wants to be hype about. Because let's face it, it is the next best and closest thing that we have to Dragon Ball Super. Is the Super Dragon Ball Heroes video game, aka the promotional anime that was going to be happening very, very soon in Japan only. So the big question, Uchi, are you going to be reacting to Super Dragon Ball Heroes and a promotional anime? The answer, no. Yeet! Of course I'm gonna freaking do it. Are you kidding me? It's Dragon Ball. Like, how the hell am I not gonna be watching that, John? I tell you this right now. You guys know it. Everyone here knows it. Dragon Ball is like probably the most popular franchise right now next to anything that's active. Okay? Like, the fact that like this game is getting a promotional anime and we're seeing a lot of different, like, you know, well, first of all, we're getting an anime for this game to promote the game. That just tells me that they're smart enough to go as far to promote their game, but they're not as smart as they could be because there is no planned sub or dub outside of Japan. Yeah, and that's the crappy part, because that's something that, like, you know, I'm sure everybody around the world would love to see, like, subbed or dubbed, officially, that is. Because I'm sure that once it drops in Japan, it'll get subbed and it'll get put on whatever illegal sites that people might go to watch their anime. But being that, your boy is all about supporting the official and legal ways to watch anime, it's like a gray area for me, especially now that I'm partnered with FUNimation. So it's not something that I can heavily promote. It's not something that I can, if people ask me where I watch it, I can't disclose that kind of information. I can't refer to you or give you an idea of how you can watch it. But what I will tell you is that I'm actually going to be looking into methods of trying to see it or stream it legally, because I know that we can't, I refer to we as like everyone that's watching is from the United States, but I could be totally wrong. Y'all could be from any part of the world, but let me just say, like, we as a collective, and no matter where you are in the world, can't be the only ones that have streaming services like Hulu, like Netflix, okay? Japan has to have their own streaming stuff. I know this for a fact. WWE has their own streaming service. WWE Network. New Japan Pro Wrestling has their own streaming service. New Japan World. Excuse me. And there has to be some kind of streaming service that Japan has. And if they have one, I will be more than happy to pay money just to have an account, just so that I can get the raw footage, because that is me supporting the industry. Even though Japan is, they're very inclusive sometimes, and they will like to just keep things to themselves. And they don't really, for whatever reason, like to spread it throughout the rest of the world. So, I'm going to look further into it. I'm going to definitely find out if there is a service exclusive to Japan that will feature this new promotional anime. And that is how I will get to see the episode. And then when I do my reactions, you guys know how I do my reactions. I always include the episode off to the corner, altered, edited, and transparent. So that way it doesn't infringe on any of the copyright laws of fair usage and all that kind of stuff. So I'll still be abiding to all the review type of formats that I've been sticking to, if you guys have noticed, because thankfully, knock on wood, I've been doing very well with my videos as far as them staying online and not getting taken down or flagged or monetization removed, none of that stuff. So yeah, so it's going to be very gray area, touchy. I know that, and I'm sure, and I'm predicting it already, that a lot of channels that don't do what I do with their videos and when they react, that just leave it in there, they will probably get flagged. Probably. But if you're not already getting flagged for, just putting in the raw episode and little to no editing at all, and you're just throwing up the whole episode with no cutting, then you cannot get mad for getting your stuff taken down. It's no effort. There's no recreation or any kind of value on your end that you brought to it. Reactions are actually a form of review, if you guys didn't realize it. Now you know. Because basically what you're coming to watch is you're supposed to be coming to watch the reaction portion, the entertainment portion, the education portion of the reaction itself. You're going to see the person react. You're not going there to watch the episode again. That's why it's only there as a reference to see where exactly I'm at in the episode. So that's how reactions work. No, that was a little tangent, but yeah, Dragon Ball Super. Oh, Super Dragon Ball Heroes. I will also say this. I mentioned this at the end of one of my videos that I released earlier about it. Let me know if you guys would be interested in me doing videos of getting Super Dragon Ball Heroes cards, because I have found a couple websites that sell them, and I would just buy packs and do openings and just kind of show off the cards and stuff like that. let me know. Because I know that the game, there's a port, Mission X, on the 3DS, but that's Japan only. There is no English version. Freaking throat. What are you more excited in the Dragon Ball Heroes? What am I more excited? Oh, well, I'm just excited to see. Well, realistically, ever since I saw that Super Saiyan 4 was coming back animated. This is the first time in like 20 years, guys. Like this is like history in the making. Like even if it's not canon at all, like which is not. But come on. Super Saiyan 4 back again once again? Super Saiyan 4 was like one of my favorite forms. One of my favorite forms of all time. And then fighting Super Saiyan Blue, busted. Another thing that I'm really looking forward to from another reaction I did earlier relating to Super Dragon Ball Heroes is all the freaking fusions. Dude, there is a Janks, there's a Gohank, or Gohanks, or whole Gohanks, or I don't even know. Like, and then Gogeta comes back. Like, it's wild. Are interested in Black Clover My Hero Academia games coming out? Yes. If you guys did not know, I actually started the My Hero Academia One's Justice server on Discord. So if you have Discord and if you haven't joined it, please go ahead and join that, John. I'll actually... Okay, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan 4 Fusion, stop. Stop. I'm not trying to go crazy on this live stream right now. I'll actually drop the invite link if you guys were aware or not aware right now in the chat. So you guys can join the My Hero Academia One's Justice server. And the Black Clover game, yeah, I'm excited about that too. That's like an RPG or something, right? So... yeah, definitely. So, I think that's about it, guys. Been going for about an hour. If there's any last minute questions that you guys want to ask me or anything you want to say, feel free. And then for those that want to continue chilling out with your boy, I will actually be heading over to my Twitch channel to give my Twitch some love. I'm also trying to raise some money to go out to DreamHack Austin, which is next weekend. So if I can't get the funding by like Monday, I'm just gonna save it for the next event that I'm trying to make it out to, which is like isn't until July anyway. So so yeah, so if you guys could, I'd appreciate if you guys kept watching me on Twitch. Head over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/UchiGames. If you have any kind of spare change or whatever you're trying to throw your boy his way to send to the freaking Texas for this event next week, because I will be commentating. Well, I will try to commentate. Then yeah, please let me know, or please like tune in. I'll be playing Dragon Ball Fighters. I'll be playing some Dragon Ball Fighters on a Twitch, and then it'll be followed up by Kingdom Hearts. I have been playing Kingdom Hearts from the first one, and I've never played them at all. So like definitely tune into the stream. I'll stream for like a while. I don't know how long exactly, but it will be for a little while. And that'll be right after we're done here. So awesome. I'll check out the chat now so I can answer some questions. Do you watch the English dub of Black Clover? To me, it's great. That's actually Jerome, thanks for asking me that question. That's actually one of the animes that I've actually wanted to watch in English, because after visiting the FUNimation headquarters, I did actually go there, I actually gained a new love and appreciation for English dubs, and I will actually do that. I will explain my thoughts in another video so that people can understand like the work and time that goes on behind the scenes when they get an episode or whatever from Japan and then they work with it and they literally enhance it. People will always joke like, if you're a weeb, you will only like the Japanese versions of anything. But let me tell you something. From what I learned and saw, like, examples and the explanations, like, I have such a new, like, I have such a new, like, appreciation for dubs that I fully support them, and I actually wouldn't be opposed to watching anything in English anymore, especially if it's done by a studio like Funimation, and which I'm sure it's the same kind of work that goes in with any of the other series from other like publishing companies as well. So again, I will definitely go in depth about it later on. But thanks for that question. Yeah, I definitely do want to check out Black Clover in English. Let's see. Oh, why do we not see Brother Uch as much? That's a good question. Brother Uch is in college. Simple as that. And he's a working man. Right now, it's obviously summertime, so he's not in college. He just finished his first year, so I'll tell him you guys say congratulations. And he just hit the workforce so quick. I mean, he's not dropping out of school, but he's actually like working for one of our uncles over in the New York City. So like, he's trying to save his money and work as long as he can for the summer, so he could have some money in his pocket by the time he goes back to school and whatever and so forth. That's why you rarely ever see him. And if you do see him, he's home on the weekends, and that's literally the only reason why. So, but yes, I know that I have seen some comments in the past few videos where people are asking like, oh, like, are we gonna see Brother Uch in like Boruto reactions? I told him, I said, hey, I gave him a warning. I came back from work today and I was like, yo, you caught up with Boruto yet? He's like, nah, because he lost interest in it because of how slow it was or whatever. Whack. And I was like, it's getting good. They're at the movie part now. He's like, okay, I'm gonna just start from there. I was like, whatever. I was like, but people want to see you again. And he's like, all right. So he'll come back. Will I be doing videos for The Promised Neverland when the anime eventually comes out? I don't know what that is. Promised Neverland. Well, actually, no. That's a lie. I did see it on my Twitter feed. I didn't know what it was, though. But is that like a new anime or something like that? If so, just, I mean, I'll probably watch it. I don't have any plans to do anything outside of a discussion or a thoughts video on it, because I've never heard of it up until now, really. So, yeah. New trailer for the Super movie coming out at the end of June. Where are your sources? What's up, bro? Warita? What exactly is the Discord website? Might sign up. The Discord website. Okay, so Discord is basically like an app that you can use to keep in touch with and interact with other people that are associated to the same server that you joined. So like, for example, My Hero One's Justice server, that server is dedicated only for that game. So there's like this, think of it as like a forum too. There's sections to look at announcements, any kind of news that we post and update that comes out when as the game progresses. There's a general chat discussion to just talk about anything about the game. There's even a section that if you want to talk about the anime, because obviously it's My Hero Academia, so of course you're going to want to talk about the anime. There's a room for that. There's a room for the manga discussion. There's a spoiler room for both. There's a dedicated section for only My Hero Academia 1's Justice discussion, combos, tips and tricks, character discussion, stages, and then there's voice channels. So it's just a way for you to interact, learn, and it's a good resource essentially. I'll see you on Twitch. Sadly, no money. Ah, it's all good, dude. Thanks for the consideration, though. You mean July? Where's your sources? Love your reactions. And which arc of Boku no Hero Academia was your favorite? Oh, hey, dude. Thanks for that compliment. Let me see. I will say my favorite one so far. I don't know if I've had a favorite yet, to be honest. Because, like, yeah, because I don't think, like, anything crazy. Well, I will say, like, one of my favorite moments was Midoriya versus Todoroki. Todoroki's one of my favorite characters. And the fact that Midoriya made him basically use his fire, because at that time he was not, like, he was totally trying to disown his father, totally shun his dad, and he didn't want to use his fire side because he felt like if he was using it that he would be like his dad or something like that. And he learned through fighting Midoriya that it is not him trying to be like his dad, it is him owning something that is his. It's his quirk. He got fire and ice, okay? When he was like, nah, I'm only gonna use ice. No. Now I'm gonna use fire too. Done. That was probably like one of my favorite parts. I recommend watching Shingeki no Kyojin. Oh, I already do. Don't you worry. Let me tell you how much I love Attack on Titan. When there was no season 2 and we were waiting for years, me and Brother Ooch watched the season 5 times over. It was crazy. Out of all the characters in Dragon Ball Fusions, who do you want to see? I want to see... I'm actually curious to see if they give Trunks another form beyond Berserker. Because that would actually be godlike. I don't think they will, though. Because they're only going as far up to like a point with what they've done in the anime. Because I feel like if they start going into territory where they invent new forms of Super Saiyan and whatever else, it will infringe on Dragon Ball, and then it'll cause a lot of havoc. Because I'm sure people at that point will want to see that in the canon Dragon Ball series, and you know it'll just get messy. So I think that it's smart for them to only introduce new forms once the anime or the manga does it first. If that happens first, it's totally okay for superheroes to do it too. Because, like, let's be real. If Trunks went Ultra Instinct in Super Dragon Ball here, okay, like look at me right now. If he went Ultra Instinct, no, you can't do that, because then what happens? Everybody's gonna turn into a crackhead, and they're gonna be like, I need it to happen. Like, it's not happening. So yeah. Let's see. Uchi, would you like a new villain or hero for Heroes, or an old villain, and if so, which one? Well, I know Broly's in there already. I know they've been recycling a lot of the movie characters as well, like Bojack and his crew. Cooler is actually a part of it as well. New villains are always cool, but sometimes I don't really get as excited as I would for like a new villain, like Fu. I mean, he's like, I'm like, like, cool. He's like, he's a busted character. Like, he has cells and DNA from all these mixed villains. Like, yeah, it's wild. I don't even know. Like, I'm sure they already had Omega Shenron in there. To be honest, I really don't know. You freaking love my reactions. I appreciate that. Alright, last few questions, and then we're going to head over to Twitch, alright guys? The Dragon Ball experience, or whatever that's going to happen, they said they're going to show footage at the end of the June in San Francisco. Is that so? Well then, I guess we'll have a reaction to that. Alright. See ya. Oh, read that in a Crunchyroll article. All right, that's a good source. Do I watch One Punch Man? Thanks for asking. I do. Where's season 2 at? Can you ask me this? Brother Ooch would like to know too, cause he's been fiending as well. He asked me like at least like a couple times every other week. Yo, where's One Punch Man? Yo, where's season 2? Yo, I'm like, I don't know. I wish I knew. There's a transformation above Ultra Instinct. What would you name it? Primal Instinct? Watch Primal Instinct be the new Super Saiyan 4. I'm telling you. It makes sense. It just makes sense. Like Ultra Instinct. What's beyond that? What's further, deeper, beyond, further beyond? You have to not only just obtain your Ultra Instinct, but you have to reach in within your Primal Instinct. You heard it here first. Goodbye with the... When Cooler turned golden form, do you think Trunks will turn to Super Saiyan Blue to fight him? See, that's the thing. Like, I would love for that to happen, but I don't know because, see, I honestly, I'd prefer him to do that in the anime first, and then they can do that in Heroes. But if they do it in Heroes first, I don't know, man. Because it's like, it's almost like, because, alright, put it this way, like, all the forms that characters have seen in video games that they haven't seen in the anime prior never get that form. For example, Vegeta, we never saw him go Super Saiyan 3 until they started giving him the form in the video games. And people are like, what? Vegeta doesn't go Super Saiyan 3, but it's a selling point. People are going to buy the game now because it doesn't exist in the actual canon. And look at what happens in the canon. He goes Super Saiyan 2. And then in GT, he goes straight to 4. In Super, he goes straight to Blue. In the manga, he goes Super Saiyan God as well. But never see him go Super Saiyan 3. Not once. Not even for a second. So with that thought in mind, if Trunks goes Super Saiyan Blue in the game, then that means that there will most likely never be a point for him to go do it in the anime. I could be wrong, and they could totally just overwrite that and be like, you're wrong, Uchi. We're going to do it. So I would totally love to be wrong for that. But, I mean, even in the freaking games for Trunks, he goes Super Saiyan 3 in the games. And now he's using his Super Saiyan Berserk form, his Super Saiyan Ikari, which makes me think and believe that, okay, that's stronger than his Super Saiyan 3 form. I don't know. But, anyways, guys, thanks. Hell yeah, I said Primal Instinct. Dude, I've been saying Primal Instinct for weeks and months. You could go watch previous Anime Weekly Roundup episodes. I've been actually saying that for a while now. So, okay, guys. Appreciate all y'all sticking around, asking me all these questions. If you do want to ask me more and keep me company while I play some Dragon Ball FighterZ, feel free to now head over to my Twitch channel. Okay, it's in the description below, but I'll be nice and type it out for you guys. It's twitch.tv/UchiGames. Go ahead to that channel, tune in, and I'll be starting off with Dragon Ball FighterZ, and then I will be playing Kingdom Hearts as well. So, and if you're just tuning in, I'm sorry. However, it is time to go stream on Twitch. So I will see you guys on Twitch. Thanks for coming in, and I'll see y'all next time.